Hey everybody, Craig Cottle, Director of Nature Reliance School. I got another fantastic power supply that I think you need to consider. So check it out. This is what we got. So what we have is the EBL power station. I'm going to tell you what they say it will do, and then I'm going to tell you what I have done with it, because I've done quite a bit with it in the short time. I've had it for about 2 months now. So the EBL power station this one is 1,000 watt. It can be charged from the carport of your vehicle, like your cigarette lighter type thing, for 9 to 11 hours it takes. From a wall charger, 110 volt, 7 to 8 hours, and from solar chargers, 150 watt solar chargers, 6 to 9 hours. Now I have not done that with the solar, but I have charged it with both my truck and at the house. Here's what it says it can do. I'm going to tell you what it says it can do, and then I'm going to tell you what I have done with it. It can run a laptop for about 20 recharges, TV 14 hours, CPAP 56 hours, GoPro 143 recharges, floodlight 212 hours. It can run a smartphone recharge for about 84 times, drone 9.5 recharges, and a mini fridge for 21 hours. The first is you do not need a cord to charge your smartphone. You just literally lay it down on top and it'll charge through the night, if that's what you're doing. And the second one is the light on this one is on the side where the controls are, which are what I use a light for more often than not when using these power supplies. Some of the power supplies I've had have one on the end, as if you're going to use this as a flashlight to walk around with, and I just don't see that being a real useful feature. Now, what I've done with this is one of our students utilized it at a class 3 nights with a CPAP. There was like 60% battery left. It was crazy. I mean, it just worked fantastic. I used it once to run a fan in my truck in a hot weather trip. I'm talking a pretty sizable fan, and it ran out on the 3rd night, about an hour left. So it probably ran for about whatever it is. It probably ran a little over 20 hours and ran that fan in the back of my truck, no problem at all. I'm talking a pretty sizable fan. The other thing, let me walk and show you this one. This is pretty cool. So, you know, you do all kinds of different things on a farm, right? So one of the things the landowner's doing is tearing down an old barn, and he keeps bringing it by, and I'll burn all this stuff for him. But the issue is that there's all sorts of nails and screws and splice points and everything in these posts. And so cutting with the chainsaw is very problematic. So I bought a demolition blade for my skill saw, and I cut all these up in usable chunks utilizing that power supply source. I cut out here for probably 5 hours one day using that skill saw, and took it down to, I think, 83, 84%, somewhere along those lines. Plenty of power left after using it for several hours to run a skill saw, which I think pulls a lot of power, right? Oh, and I didn't mention earlier, but it's the battery I've been using as of late when I'm writing articles and books and stuff like that. So bring it to the cabin, and it doesn't even come close to wearing it down when I'm doing that sort of stuff. So you've got it for laptops, CPAP machines, fans, skill saws, mini fridges, whatever you want to run with it. It's a fantastic little battery, and I think you'll like the price too. Check it out in the description. Come on, join in. Let's learn together.